School. Assistant coach Brandon Bravada from Santa Monica. And assistant coach Josh Brown from Grace Christian. Here are the non-starters if they would line up next to the coaches there on the third base line. Number 16 from Dutchtown, Nathan Monzo. High School, number 25, Lakin Holt. From Jesuit High School, number 24, Holden Hess. From Central Baton Rouge, number 4, DJ Primo. From Walker High School, number 34, Caleb Webb. Pineville High School, number 7, Daniel Bayard. Santa Monica High School, number 25, Lee Amity. From West Monroe High School, number 4, Caleb Lilly. From Springfield High School, number 10, Blake Lovell. From Chesterham High School, number 27, Noah Simon. From Gall High School, number 12, Brandon McLean. Correction, Braden McLean. And from Claiborne Christian, number 7, Logan Windraw. 2 players unable to be here from John Springs, Larson Fabre, and from John Curtis, Logan O'Neill. Here are the starters for tonight. Leading off, Central High School center fielder number 5, TJ Kiriali. From Thurston High School, third baseman number 16, Cole Thompson. Batting third from Parkview Baptist, left fielder number 2, Caleb Skelly. Batting fourth, right fielder from Neville High School, number 9, Zeb Rudell. Batting fifth from St. Frederick High School, the catcher, number 10, Thomas Morsala. Batting sixth, first baseman from Dutchtown, number 24, William DeLong. Batting seventh from Episcopal, number 7, shortstop, Luke Hill. Batting eighth, the designated hitter from Mangum High School, number 1, Luke Curtis. Batting ninth, second baseman from Western High School, number 15, Caleb Waters. On the mound for the East tonight from Central Baton Rouge, number 17, Jimmy Johnson. I'm sorry, did I miss somebody? From Tioga High School, number 8, Hayden Cole. Sorry about that. And now for the homestanding West All-Stars, their head coach, Jeremy Trahon from North Vermilion. Assistant coach, Mike Barber from South Terrebonne. And assistant coach, Gary Ashworth from Sacred Heart, Bill Platt. And their coordinator is Ronnie Landry from Ascension Episcopal. Here are the non-starters. From North Vermilion, number 2, Lane Patan. From South Terrebonne, number 8, Shay Petrie. From North Vermilion, number 9, John Touchette. From Bard High School, number 7, Grant Como. From Episcopal, number 25, Barrett Hebert. From Assistant Episcopal, number 15, Andrew Lee. From Guali, number 33, Brennan Ebar. From Calvin High School, number 5, Wayne Huckabee. From St. Louis High School, number 13, Ryan Barron. From South Lafourche, number 7, Josh Pierce. From Calvin Baptist, number 34, Blaine Rogers. Here are your starters for tonight for the West team. Leading off, playing center field from Acadiana High School, number 2, Cardell Thibodeau. Batting second, the shortstop from Curling Catholic, number 14, Ryan Richard. Batting third, from Iota High School, second baseman, number 6, Tyler Lejeune. Batting fourth from San Houston High School, first baseman, number 5, Andrew Glass. Batting fifth from San Houston High School, right fielder, number 15, Ashton Hughes. Batting sixth, third baseman, number 33 from Iota High School, Nick Duplican. Batting seventh from Morris High School, left fielder, number 25, Crawford Courthill. Batting eighth from Manning High School, the designated hitter, number 15, A.J. Manasco. Batting ninth from the Kirkland Catholic, the catcher, number 15, Lex Malasa. On the mound for the West All-Stars from Kirkland Catholic, number 11, Reed Gottschall. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand for our prayer. Remain standing for the pledge of the national anthem. Father, we thank you for the beautiful afternoon that you've given us to come out and enjoy the game of baseball. We thank you for these young men and their families that are represented here tonight. We're so grateful for all the talent that you've given them. We pray that they'll use these talents in the right way in the years to come. We pray these players will play to the best of their ability, and you'll keep them free of injury, and that we as fans will conduct ourselves in a way pleasing to you. For all these things, we ask in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome out to Billy Allgood Field here on the campus of Louisiana Christian University. We are at Legacy Park. This is the home of the LCU Wildcats. If you're a little more familiar, the last time you were probably here, it was still Louisiana College. They made the switch back in football season. Again, welcome everyone out. You heard the player introductions, the non-starters, the coaches, the anthem, the prayer. We're just an umpires meeting away from getting this thing going. This is the 2022 East-West Louisiana Baseball High School Coaches Association All-Star Game. I am Doug Gann with 446 Sports, along with my man Chuck Perkins. Chuck, welcome aboard.
It is nice being behind the scenes, Doug. This is really what it means to be behind the scenes, but thank you. It's a wonderful, beautiful day. If you're not here, you get on out here.
Yeah, Chuck is going to control all of the shots tonight that you see. Again, we will be here this evening, tonight's game. It's kind of set up. The starters will play for the first 5 innings. The reserves will play the second 4 innings. It's 2 9-inning games, one today at 7 o'clock, the next one tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and we'll be out here for both of those contests. So a big hello to everyone that is out there. The chat features are enabled. If you follow the link to Boxcast, you can hop on into the chat feature and just give us a shout out. We go back and check them tomorrow or this evening, and so you'll have a good idea of what's going on. Just
like and subscribe to us too.
Yes, they can do that. If you're over there on our YouTube channel, go and check that out. The East will be the visiting team tonight. Home team is the West, and they'll flip-flop and do that tomorrow. So you see the West in their light jerseys, the East coming out. Head coach for the East All-Stars is Wade Semino, fresh off of that big 9-6 5A state championship where they trailed 6-0 in the first inning before coming back and scoring 9 unanswered to take that game in big fashion. And so he's had a couple of assistant coaches that he has is Brandon Bravado from Santa Ma and Josh Brown, who we're very familiar with at Grace Christian. Their coordinator, Kenny Goodlett, out of Jesuit, and they'll be getting ready to get things underway for the West tonight. Pitching is Reed Gottschall out of Turlings Catholic.
Glad we're able to provide this to y'all free of charge. Our sponsors you see rotating up there in the top right corner, and our Wallace Eye Surgery or Wallace Eye Center.
Wallace Eye Associates, there you go. They sponsor that. CJ Storial stands in ready to get things going for the East. Gottschall sets and delivers this first one, and it's in there for strike one, and we are underway. First pitch, if you're scoring at home, 6:53, so just a little bit ahead of schedule on a beautiful night here, Chuck, in Pineville.
Yeah, nice shady spot that we picked out today. Beautiful night indeed.
Gottschall peers in, delivers the 0-1. That curveball off speed misses inside.
Odding things out there just a little bit, Doug.
Steriol stands in from Catholic of Baton Rouge. He is the Louisiana Tech signee, outfielder for this East squad. Swung on there, and it is a ball and 2 strikes. Just underway here from Billy Allgood Field.
Legacy Park, isn't it?
Yes, Coach Burns and that group here, big hosts of this ball game. Of course, the softball was just a week ago. That was out at Ward 10.
Beautiful facilities out there as well. So
Gottschall stands in ready to deliver the 1-2. Steriol bats from the left side looking to get something going. Pops this one up. That is going to be out to center field, where it is caught there, retired for the first out. So Steriol flies out to center field to lead things off. Quickly 1 up, 1 down. And that will bring Cole Thompson to the plate. He comes out of Sterlington. He'll play third base tonight for the East for that first half. Gottschall, good job getting ahead of Steriol that time. Settles in, stands in there. The big righty set to deliver this one. And that one misses down low. Got ahead of Steriol in his first at bat.
Yes.
That's what led to that 1-2 count that he got him in, but misses the first one here to Thompson.
yeah, getting ready for his windup there.
That one ground over to, well, it looks like it was going to third, but that's going to be a base hit. It gets in, I guess, no man's land on that left side over there between third and short, and that's going to be a first base runner of tonight's contest. Caleb Stelly will stand in. He is a ULL commit out of Parkview Baptist. Won the home run contest
Yes.
when we got things going. Wind blowing in made it a difficult one. He had 3 home runs, but that was enough to take home the trophy.
A beautiful trophy he had there too, Doug.
Courtesy of the folks at BK Distributors. Diving back in is Thompson.
Little quick shuffle move there.
Well, you're going to see the best of the best in this one. These are tomorrow's stars today.
Yes.
Most all of them that we'll see will go through this lineup have committed somewhere. There's only a handful that are uncommitted.
That's amazing, too.
Gotcha looks back over at first now, settles in to Stelly. That one right there. One down, leadoff hitter Sturial flew out to center field for the first out. And Thompson, not a solid hit, but just where he needed to. Quick check back in of the runner and a good lead over there at first by Thompson. Paying a lot of attention to Thompson, as you might expect out of that 2-hole.
Yes. Probably has his horses underneath him, too.
Nothing in one, the count to Stelly. Been more throws over to first base than there have been to the plate. Gotcha stares down, comes set and delivers this one. That one is lifted. Shortstop's got it, and it's going to be easily made there. That is the second out. So Scorselli on a fly out will give him to shortstop. And Zeb Riddell stands in there. Riddell from Neville. You'll see him wearing purple and gold next year as he is signed with the Tigers of LSU down in Baton Rouge. 2 or 3 Tiger signees here, a lot of Southeastern, and we'll look through that as well as some of the other schools that are represented tonight.
Throw back to first there, unsuccessful. Starting that out real quick.
Riddell also from the left side grounds this gotcha delivery back into the net behind us. 2 down, top of the first. Remember, we're playing 9 tonight, and you'll see the first 5 a group of starters, and then the back half of it you'll see the reserves come in, and then you'll see it flip-flop like that tomorrow. Nothing in one delivery from Gotcha. Looks back to first, now delivers this one, taken for strike 2. And Riddell not thinking that was in there, watches that go on the outer half. And he's quickly down 0-2. Quick look back over to first, and now Riddell stands in trying to get something going. Thompson off and running, and that one is fouled back out of play. Thompson moving on the pitch. We'll redo the 0-2.
Now, Doug, I remember you were here a month or so ago, and one was fouled off and found a home in your windshield.
It did. 30 years of calling sports, and it's the first time I got. So I think the odds were against me in that, but it's clearly why I did not park along that area where you walk into the ballpark.
Where I'm parked is what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. I'll do the 0-2 once again. Thompson over first, took off on the last pitch. We'll see if Gotcha goes that way, and he doesn't. Riddell swings on this one, grounds it. Nifty play out at short, but not in time. Runners at first and second. And Ryan Richard had a good shot at it, gets that one, keeps it from going into the outfield, but just where nobody could get it. So 2 base hits, but none of which have been out of the infield. But that's a 0-2 pitch, and you'd like to have that one back.
Testament to some good base running and getting a good jump off that lead.
Marsala will stand in there, and this is Thomas Marsala out of St. Fred's. He is uncommitted in this one, the catcher for this East squad. And that one is in there for the strike. Gotcha, as you might expect, really delivers that ball into the strike zone.
He does indeed.
Nothing in one. Runners at first and second. Early on in this one, just top of the first. 2 down. That one swung on. Unable to make any contact was Marsala. Reed Gotcha off from Turlings Catholic off to Baton Rouge Community College is where he will be off to in the fall.
Unlike a normal game, I'm sure they're going to rotate pitchers out a couple of times.
You get them about every
innings.
2 or 3 innings you would expect. Because they got to come back and throw tomorrow, so you don't want to burn everybody today. Here's the 0-2 once again. That one misses inside. Oh, he calls it a strike. Dropped out, but the tag was made. Good hustle back there behind the dish. That was Lex Melanson. 2 base hits, no runs, 2 left on, no errors. West due up. They will bring to the plate Thibodeau, Richard, and Lejeune when we come back.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Getting ready to get things going. We have the luxury of sitting behind home plate in this one, and they've got a couple of the radars on folks back here, and that's good to see. Throwing in the mid-80s, both of these pitchers have been tonight.
Nicely done.
For this East squad tonight, Jimmy Johnson out of Central of Baton Rouge. He is going down to Hammond and Southeastern. Cardell Thibodeau will stand in there, speedy center fielder from Acadiana. We saw him in the home run contest, hit one of them out of there. You got to believe he's going to be explosive out there as he hustled a little bit of everything he does. Looks that one over, tries to bunt it, and takes it for ball 1. That one driven opposite field, coming up trying to make a play on it, but it's going to bounce around in front, and that's a good base hit for Cardell Thibodeau. Richard will stand in there, another out of Turling's Catholic. Base hit to left field, a little bit oppo, and we saw that was difficult, that home run contest. We saw him having to try to pull everything to get it out of here. You can see he just goes with the pitch, puts it in play, and expect him to be off and running 1 or 2 pitches into this. Johnson going to have to take a good look at him. Comes set and stares a couple of times. Faking the move is Thibodeau off of first, and that one just missing inside, much to the chagrin of a lot of folks back here behind home plate where we sit.
Yeah, you couldn't probably hear it over the microphone, but you could hear a lot of ugh.
Johnson stares in now. Snap throw over to first, trying to get Thibodeau, and keep your eyes on Thibodeau tonight. Impressed in warm-ups and early on. Good move over by Johnson. Caught Thibodeau as he was in that step to shuffle off. Thibodeau able to jump back in. Johnson comes set again, a couple of head nods, and he's ready to go to work. This is Richard at the plate. And off and going. That's a hit and run. That one driven to center field, going to be camped out, and Thibodeau's going to have to turn around and make a hasty retreat back to first, and does as the ball gets away from the first baseman, but Johnson there backing it up. But Richard with hit and run drove that one to center field, but caught out in center field. Tyler Lejeune out of Iota will stand in. A couple of Iota batters there, Lejeune and Fusilier sandwiching in, or Duplichan sandwiching in Glass and Fusilier. The Sam Houston batters.
I worked at a summer camp down in Richard and Branch and down there in Eunice area, and there was some Lejeunes down that way.
Johnson stares in. That one is hammered out into the gap. He's got a chance to get to the wall and watch Thibodeau get up and run. He's going to get into third, and Thibodeau's going to make his way all around here to the LC logo, sliding in home, and that is an RBI double for Tyler Lejeune. And Cardell comes all the way around. And we told you just often going with the pitch, just explosive running out of there. But a good job, and you see this West squad aggressive at swinging the bat. Andrew Glass out of Sam Houston stands in there from the right side. He is the first baseman for this West squad. You know, that one from Richard was hit pretty solid that went to center field. Johnson looks back to second and now delivers. That one fouled off down the right field line. Sam Houston sends batters back to back. This is the first baseman. Glass that stands in. That one misses up high from Johnson. Ball on the strike. One down here, bottom of the first. Quick 1-0 lead for the West as Thibodeau gets on with an opposite field base hit and comes all the way around to score from first on an RBI double from Lejeune.
1-1-1-1-1, Doug, like our 4-4-6 motto.
Here's a delivery from Johnson. That one is ripped out into left field. Having to hold up, though, was Lejeune, as he didn't know if that ball was going to be caught. But 3 base hits in bottom of the first now for this West team, and they have came out swinging the bat. Ashton Fuselier comes in. He is also from Sam Houston. They bat 4 and 5 in the lineup. He is the right fielder for this West squad. Johnson again peering back at second, paying attention back there. Now comes to the plate in this one. Look, there's not a bit of take in these West batters. They are up there hacking right away.
Yes, sir. It's like they got a read on it quick.
Yeah. Nothing in one the count. This is the 5th batter here in the bottom of the first bat. One has scored. A couple of runners are on base. The only out is from Richard, who hit the ball solid, but right at the center fielder, and that one misses outside, ball and a strike. Playing college rules, they'll go 9 in this one and 9 in the finale tomorrow at 1. Johnson delivers this one, and it's going to get to that expanse area there behind the batter's box, and both runners will move up on a wild pitch. Two balls and a strike now to Fuselier. He's a base hit away from a couple of RBIs. Johnson stares in, now delivers a 2-1. That one right in there evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Johnson's got to find a way to keep this right here in a 1-run game. Needs a strikeout here, but Fuselier wanting anything but that to happen. Just got to put something in play as the infield is back conceding the run. That one bounces around, and that's going to be a full count. Johnson fills it up. Again, Johnson out of Catholic of Baton Rouge.
Get a pretty good view with the catcher back here making a good stop on that one where he dropped to his knees and closed off there to keep the ball from getting through.
Yep, because that scores a run if he gets back to the backstop once again. There's a lot of foul territory back behind home plate. Full count delivery from Johnson. That one ground back up to second base. It's going to score a run. That's going to bounce around and going to be an error thrown from second base. And that'll get both runs come around to score, and all the way over to third, hustling around is Fuselier, and that's a 3-base error.
And 2 RBIs, right?
Well, the first RBI he
first
gets,
one,
the
yeah.
second one was on
error.
the air,
That's
but
true.
Needless to say, 3-0 in this one. And out of Iotas, Nick Duplashan stands in ready to go to the third baseman. And again, just looking to put something on the ground. The corner's playing even with the bags. That one bounces around. Good stop underneath. That one right there, ball and a strike. Still one down. Duplashan, the 6th batter here in the bottom of the first, It's been just 3 solid base hits, the 1 error, and then the fly out to center field, the only batter retired. That one misses low, 2 balls and a strike. Good crowd out here, as you might expect, in an all-star game. Folks in from all over the place. We welcome everyone into our central Louisiana area. Johnson delivers this one. That one right in there.
Evens it up, Doug.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Indeed, it does. Duplashan again stands in there from the right side. He plays third base tonight for the West. Johnson just delivers that one home. It misses. Full count once again. So the pitch count getting up there on Duplashan. He's thrown a number of pitches here in this first inning. 3 runs across. Thibodeau leads things off with that single and then scores. Swung on and missed. That's out number 2. Strikeout number 1 for Duplashan. Or correction, for Johnson by Duplashan. Crawford Corville, left fielder out of Barb. You know the tradition of the Bucks. They just solid out of that Lake Charles area. Go down to their field and just see that sign that's got all of the state championship and national championships that adorn it. Proud tradition down there at Barb. Johnson delivers this one outer half, and that is strike 1. 3 base hits, an error, and a couple of outs. The 1 strikeout of Duplashan and the fly out from Richard, again, who hit the ball hard. That one bounces around. Good job keeping that out in front. That was Marsala. Marsala doing good work to keep that ball out in front of him. Marsala off out of St. Fred's, we told you.
Oh, yeah.
Out of that Monroe area. Good curveball. That was just pretty.
That was a beautiful shot from the camera. From this angle being back here, you can really catch some of that movement.
You get a lot of the movement on it as opposed to where we are. A lot of the times you can really see what that ball's doing. 90 feet away is Fusilier. He got all the way around to third on that error by the second baseman. That one misses outside, wasting that one. 1 run would have scored, so you give the RBI. The other run comes around on the throwing error, but good hustle on the play by Fusilier. The 2-2 delivery from Johnson. Fastball misses low. 3rd straight batter that the count has been full, and Johnson wanted that one.
Something different there. I've never seen the umpire, when the catcher moved that far right, to go over and step over behind him as well. He usually stays right in that box there.
Try not to get hit.
That's true.
That curve, speaking of getting hit,
yeah.
That one is inside on Corville, and he reaches on the hit by pitch. And A.J. Manasco will stride in there. He's a designated hitter out of Manny by way of 2A. Close to Toledo Bend area, if you're unfamiliar with Manny. If you follow football, you're not unfamiliar with it at all. Those Tigers are solid in just about everything. But A.J. Manasco stands in there ready to go to work. And the runner off and running is Corville. It'll be a catcher's indifference, but they'll give him the stolen base here as he makes his way on down to second. Again, so you've got Fusilier over at third and Corville on at second, and that one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. 8th man to bat is designated hitter A.J. Manasco. That one swung and driven to right field. Going to be down for a base hit. 1 run is in. They're waving the other. Ball gets away from the right fielder, and that's going to be an RBI, and give Manasco an RBI on the base hit. The second one came around on the error, so just give him 1 RBI, but that is the 4th base hit of the day. Fusilier comes around to score, as does Corville. And again, that stolen base that got him to second base a little bit earlier is what allowed Corville to get around to score. But having trouble with it out in left field was Stelly. And that'll bring the 9-hole hitter Lex Malonzo out of Ascension Catholic in there, and he takes that one in there for strike 1. Swung through that one, and it's quickly 0-2 to the catcher, Melanson. Gulshaw getting a lot of run support here in the bottom of the inning from his batters. Came out swinging, it did the West. That one misses up high. It seemed like it tailed away from the batter.
It did.
Good waste, perhaps. Johnson just trying to get him to chase. Johnson really needs to get out of it here, as 5 runs already have crossed the plate. Swung on, driven foul out where Chuck's truck is.
Now.
Just call them like I see them. where's the Allen glass?
At least mine wouldn't be the windshield, since I'm pulled forward. The back glass, however, is
mighty pricey.
Open season there,
Right.
yes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll do it again.
Not like a few rolls of duct tape.
You see 5-0 the score on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard. That and bounces around. Marsala does a good job of blocking that one up once again. 5 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors thus far in this one.
Right eye says to the left eye, between you and me, something smells.
There's the delivery. That one is out to second, and a good diving stab out at second base is made, and that is Waters who puts an end to that one. Atones for the earlier throwing error, but not before 5 runs come across. They leave a runner on base. 4 hits, 5 runs, 2 errors, 1 left on. 5-0 the West with a big lead. We'll be back for the top of the second right after this.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria is here to assist you in hiring that right employee or helping you find your perfect career. Apply online at expresspros.com/AlexandriaLA.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Back to Billy Allgood Field, top of the second. I am Doug Gant alongside of Chuck Perkins. Coach All will come out for his second inning of work. Had a lot of help in the bottom of the first as his squad puts up 5 runs for him. Had 4 base hits to do it, but that's going to bring this is number 24, Will DeLon, that was standing there from Dutchtown. That one right in there for strike 1 to get things going on.
Wasting no time to come out and try to get ahead again.
DeLon, the 5A first baseman out of Dutchtown, comes in uncommitted into this one. There's that curveball. Good job of DeLon to stay back on it, but out at shortstop is a fine play. That is Richard out of Turling's Catholic that pulls that one in.
Now batting shortstop number 7, Luke Hill.
Brian Richard, a good, solid diving play that was made. He is on his way, we said, to Baton Rouge Community College. That one lifted out to right field, coming in on it, but turning around and making the play.
He's trying to get a jump out on some of those hits, coming out swinging quick, but not having the success that the West had in that last inning.
Fuseli that was there. We saw that bat, and you're right, it did go quick. That Luke Hill, who's on his way to Arizona State in the fall.
Oh,
Big D1
wow.
signee.
Sun Devils, right?
Yes.
Zings that first one in there for a strike.
Belchow spins that one, but it misses. 2 down.
It's the Durf there.
Indeed it does. You've come a long way this year, Chuck.
LCU's field is a turf infield, and then the grass meets it right there. Would it be the dirt, but the Durf?
That one driven out to right field. That's
On his horses getting out there.
Yeah, great work out in
Wow.
right field, and a sliding catch once again made out in right field. That's Ashton Fuselier out of Sam Houston. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. And there you see, you get a good look at Fuselier coming in. 5-0, we go bottom of 2. We'll be back right after this.
In central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau Insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
It's the perfect time of year to grab everything you need for your big-time fishing partner. Security Sporting Goods at 2220 Memorial Drive in Alexandria has everything you can think of from Abu Garcia, Lewis Duckett, Zebco, and even Zoom. We even have in stock Old Town kayaks with models like Topwater, Sportsman, and even Vapor. No need to shop anywhere else because Security Sporting Goods has it all. Find us on Facebook or you can contact us at 318-445-6246. Security Sporting Goods. We have everything from camo to ammo.
Back to the bottom of the second we go. Pitching change. On the hill now is Nate Monso, and you'll hear the cheers for him as we've got a lot of his hometown fans here. He's off to Loyola of New Orleans, the 5A pitcher. Nate Monso is out of Dutchtown, much to the delight of the purple-clad Griffin fans that have made the trip up to Central Louisiana for this one.
Yes, indeed. And Dutchtown is a beautiful school. I lived down there when they built that school. Absolutely phenomenal. Lived about 3 miles from where they built it, and it was a big project when it was took it under there, and they've just done a lot to build that school up even bigger.
Our folks that are following along on Boxcast, we invite you. The chat feature is open. Hop in there and leave us a shout out to who you're watching, where your players are from, and we'd love to send a mention out to you. Sounds a lot like the first inning, Chuck, but Cardell Thibodeau is leading off. He had a base hit and scored the first run of the contest in front of 4 others that scored. He stands in from the left side. Out of Acadiana is the speedy center fielder for this West Ball Club. They put up again 5, batted through the lineup.
Oh, yes, and had that really big inning, didn't they?
Indeed.
That first inning there.
They did. So Monso will stand in there in relief of Johnson, trying to lay down the button. We saw Thibodeau try to do that back in the first before he hits that opposite field shot to left. Trying to get one down in front of the third baseman, who now is coming up playing the edge of that turf grass, and it taken by Thibodeau down low. Ball on the strike. Here's a delivery from Monso. Curveball driven out to center field, but going to be right at Sturial, who stands in there. And that is out number 1. Thibodeau 1 for 2 on the day.
Did you already make note of Keith Stokes' comment there?
Did not see that. Where was it at?
It's on Facebook. He
Okay,
just
no,
said he's
I'm watching
from,
the Boxcast side of it.
He said I'm just going to let you know he's watching from Montgomery, Louisiana,
There you go.
not Alabama.
No, up there at his camp on Nantachi.
Can't blame him.
Was up there not long ago, wetting a line with him. That one there evens the count, a ball on a strike. 1 down in this one. That was Thibodeau, who flew out to center field, and Sturial was waiting on it. Monso, quick work. Swung on and fouled off, ball and a 2 strike. Monso likes to get the ball and get right to work. Marsala gets the ball back, and that's the key to it, having a catcher get the ball back to you. Monso stands in there, peers over the glove, and quickly Fires this one right down the pipe, strike 3 looking. And Richard down for the second time today. Tyler Lejeune stands in. He had an RBI and scored a run back in the first. So impressive work from Monso out of Dutchtown here. That one misses outside. Fastball up around 83, misses outside. I'm not guessing again. I have the luxury of being over here by the
calibrated eyes you got there. Kind of like when I was a police officer, people would say, I wasn't speeding. Yeah, okay, those calibrated eyes again.
Here's a delivery from Nate. That one misses up high. 3 balls, no strikes. So a quick couple of outs to Thibodeau and Richard. And Lejeune has run the count 3-0. Monso gets the fastball in there. The old obligatory strike 1 on the 3-0.
Kind of got his throw calibrated there a little bit.
Fouled straight back, and just like that, runs the count full.
With 2 outs, this could be a decision maker for the inning.
Yeah, you'd like to come in and get a clean inning here when you bring in your relief pitcher this early. Stepping off, humidity, I don't know, something working. The bugs are starting to make their way out, but Monso stepped off. Throws that curveball and staying back on it and driving it deep out into the gap. But it's going to be in and out of the glove out in left field. And a 2-base error now as Lejeune was hustling around.
I don't know if he overran that one or.
No, I don't. That one just in and out of the glove of Stelly in left field.
Looked like he had his glove up over his head, so that's what I was wondering.
I wonder if that sun's making it, but it's mainly made its way down here where we are.
That's the ball.
So any runs following here would be unearned. After that error in left, and Andrew Glass, Sam Houston stands in ready to go, first of back-to-back Sam Houston Bronco batters. Monso looked real good on the first couple of hitters. And he looks like he's found that form back as he evens that one up at a ball and a strike, but it went 3-0 on Lejeune before he runs the count back full.
Umpire likes that outside half for strike zone for those right-handed batters.
There's that good curveball from Monso. Been very impressed with the hook that he's thrown. Ball and 2 strikes. We'll see if he goes back with a curveball catcher. Set up outside, look for a fastball away. That one is, but it's down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Better inning for Monso and that East squad.
Much so.
Off and going. Snap throw down to third. Got to bounce around. So the stolen base over to third goes Lejeune. He is just 90 feet away. That one outer half, and it is strike 3. Monso knew it as soon as he got it to the catcher, and that is the second strikeout looking for the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left on. We go to the top of the third. It's 5-0 West. We'll be back right after this.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Caleb Waters is going to lead things off in the top of the third here. He's the 9-hole hitting second baseman for the East squad, trying to get back into this thing. And that one is fouled back towards Chuck's truck once again.
No. Oh, no. Whew. Okay.
Gottschall stands in there after a pretty good couple of innings.
If he hits my truck, it's going to be gotcha. I got y'all.
Waters out of Weston, Louisiana. Remember Chuck Weston, that's the team that that Grace played up in Dyersville, Iowa, with the Field of Dreams team to end the regular season on April 23rd.
Yep, that's exactly what I was just saying. I was like, wait, Weston, where do I know that from? And then it just all kind of came back quickly.
So I tell you, the beauty of our chat feature on deck is a center fielder, and I wrote this down, Steria Lee, if that's right. We got that.
I believe that is correct.
Yes, all right. So look, swung on and missed there from Waters, and he's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got y'all looking really good. So yeah, as we butcher these names, we invite you to give us a shout out right there and let us know.
Yeah.
The delivery from Gottschall ripped foul, and that's going to be out of play down the left field line over that short indention that guards the bullpen area down the third base line.
Yep. There it is. Huh?
Yes.
Ooh,
Gottschall throws that one up high, trying to get Waters chasing, but unable to do so.
He was wanting to there for a minute and pulled back quickly.
Monzo coming in, having a really good inning, had a couple of strikeouts in the bottom of the second. We moved to the top of the third. And that one is strike 3. Looking Waters with the strikeout. And so C.J. Stereoli, we believe, is what
Stereoli is what he said.
It's what he said, but that's not what our.
Yeah, I'll give you my phone so you can view it more closely there with your eyes instead of looking through the chain link fence grading it.
No, she says Stereoli is what she says. So Peggy, let us know if we're doing that right.
There's a shot.
Stereoli puts that. That's a base hit. However we pronounce it, that is a base hit to right field. Had a good hack at it in the first inning. But his second at bat, he goes to right field, and that is a base hit. Again, if we mispronounce something on there, just let us know about it through one of our chat features. We appreciate that, of course.
Yeah, we tend to redneck it down a little bit, so we try, but sometimes it just shows through.
We don't try to do that.
No, we try to get it right, but
Thompson stands in there. You had a base hit earlier in that one from Gottschall is the strike. Cole Thompson stands in. Snap throw back to first, not in time. Cole Thompson out of Sterlington. He'll find his way up to Hines Community College. That one misses down low. A lot of D1 folks, a lot of community college folks, and just a very good mixture of players that are going on to play at the next level. Gottschall stares back over at Stereoli at first. Bounced foul over to the third base dugout. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 down. That was Waters who struck out to start the inning. Back to the top of the order as the center fielder.
Looked like maybe a coach's daughter going out. One of the girls helping with bringing the balls out to the umpire. That's pretty cool. Little family event.
Right? A lot of cameras out here, a lot of photographs and memories of this time that's spent out here.
Appreciate you watching with us if you are, and if you're not watching it live, maybe you've gone back to watch it again.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Gottschall stares in and delivers this one. Check swing, dropped, and that'll be there for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Thompson. Again, Thompson had that base hit back in the first before he was stranded at second base. Again, bounced off to that third base side. Mishandled by one of those that we'll see in the game a little bit later.
Beautiful night for baseball out here. Skies are nice and clear. Goodness.
A little bit of a breeze in our face. Normally you see it, you look out there at the American flag that is coming straight in from center field. We've seen it blow the other way in the games that we've called for LCU.
And a lot more violently.
Inside, fouled off.
Yeah,
West strikes for 5 runs in the bottom of the first. Big inning. Go ahead, Chuck.
I was just going to say that breeze settled down a little bit from earlier, but it is a nice, cool breeze and just enough to kind of knock the heat out a little bit.
And haven't had much of that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Staying back on that curveball well was Thompson. We are in Pineville, Louisiana. If you look right in the center of the state, that's where we're at, from Alexandria, Pineville, that area. We are in the great city of Pineville, Louisiana Christian University, formerly Louisiana College. That's why you still see the LC logo behind home.
Yep.
No need to pull up the turf, and they didn't want to spray paint the U on it, so there you have it.
Yeah.
Misses outside and fills the count up, does Turlings, Catholics, and Gottschall.
Let somebody else do that when they replace the turf again.
Right.
That's what computers are for.
Thompson pretty good at bat here, has ran the count full against Gottschall. Comes set, peers over at first just a bit, now delivers. That one driven to third base, backhanded snag all the way across the diamond, not going to be in time. And Thompson has battles his way to an infield single. Caleb Stelly will stand in as runners now at first and second. Good play over at third base by Nick Duplashan out of Iota. Sliding around at third, comes up throwing, but unable to get there. The East, definitely their best scoring threat early on in this one. Bounces. Nice work behind the dish by Melanson. You see when that helmet comes off, that Ascension Catholic hat turned backwards. Doing a good job of blocking up pitches that have been down in the turf. That one lifted, not going to have enough room. That one's going to get out of play down the right field line close to the clubhouse for the Wildcats.
Several tens of yards from my truck.
Yes, your truck was safe there, Chuck. I'll give you that one. Shout out to Luke Curtis from Mangum, comes from Brett Duplessis over on Boxcast. A big hello out to you folks. Gottschall looks back in now at Stelly. Runners at first and second. Gottschall not giving up there on Sterling, who's at second. That one ground foul. Getting a lot of work on that third base side in foul territory. See the signs adorning the outfield wall here, representing the times that LC made it to the championship tournaments. Sturalley, there you go. Sturalley. There you go, Peggy. You're going to get me straight. I can tell you that before this one's over. We appreciate there.
Scratch and sniff or phonics in just a little bit. We'll have to.
Sturalley is what we're going to go with. Yes, she said it's a couple of ways, and not the ways that we've done it, but Peggy's going to keep it straight. She might be my new best friend. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Stelly. Gottschall peers in, now looks back to to Sturriali at second, and that one is ground. Good at bat, just been solid at bats, and they're waving Sturriali around. He's going to come around to score easily. Sliding into third goes Thompson and give that RBI on another tremendous at bat to Stelly.
Turned the left fielder to make the play at second or throw the ball to second to keep the base runner at first.
So Sturriali off to Louisiana Tech, but he gets the first run of the day on board for the East. And Riddell stands in, ready to go to work. Zeb out of Neville. You'll see him stay with the Tigers as he makes his way down to Baton Rouge from Neville. Fouls this one back towards the Louisiana Aquatic Center, where the subway is conveniently located in the first floor.
He'll get to adorn some more of that yellow too, won't he?
Yes, he does. Yeah, excited. Got that Tigers name emblazoning the front of his uniform, and we'll see that next year from that young man. This one he crushes foul. That's going to get a little closer to the Aquatic Center. And those cars that on their own park.
Yeah.
Got to be careful parking anywhere around this. It just seems like baseball's find windshields here at Billy Allgood. It's snuggled in among a lot of trees, but the ball seems to go right there. Off and running. Good jump. Quick throw down, and that's going to bring a play at the plate. Not in time. Safe at home as Thompson. So Stelly was off and running to second, give him the stolen base, and on a delayed steal coming home is Thompson. And that's a couple of runs now for the East squad off Gotcha in the top of the third. 5-2. You see that on the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down in the right-hand corner. Appreciate those folks out of there.
Absolutely. Keeping a clear vision of what's going on.
And he keeps our game straight. That bounces around, not going anywhere is Stelly. As Zeb, pretty good eye on the strike zone. Stands in there and bats from the left side. Riddell, the right fielder, had a base hit back in the first. Smash the other way down the right field line. And you see a little bit of bullpen activity underway. It's a long way down there, but
sure
you can. But you see a little activity down in the West bullpen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down. Already a couple of runs in for the East. Faking the run, but that's staying back on Ezra, and he goes opposite field with that one and drives it a long way.
Stays in bounds.
Ball is not caught, and that's going to get Riddell in with an RBI double that brings Stelly all the way around from second base to score. And 3 runs in this inning. That's an RBI. So a single and a double for Riddell. And good opposite field hitting.
Was, and just like that, it's a 2-run differential now.
And looks like that's going to end the night for Gotcha. We'll see who is making his way in. We told you there was some activity in that bullpen. And if you look at the lineup that they gave us, they should be bringing in Blaine Rogers, but we'll look and see if that is in fact the move that's being made.
And Miss Peggy did tell you, good job.
I'm telling you.
Great job, actually, is what she said.
Look, it's a happy life when I started listening to the woman in my house. So I've learned that a long time ago, Miss Peggy, without a doubt.
Yeah, I had 3 daughters and my wife, so me and my son were quite outnumbered. Even our dogs were girls, so we were.
So Gotcha's gonna. This night's over with a good round of applause. And that is the call that we got. Blaine Rogers, number 34. He is out of Calvary Baptist, going to make his way to National Park Community College.
Nice pinstripe uniform they have.
Well, and we're going to show you in just a second, too. I don't know, Chuck, what shot you're on, but
I'll come to you in just a minute.
there you go.
Oh.
We're looking at the shoe game that is going on. Yeah, that's you know, there are a lot of awards that are handed out this weekend, but making a shot at the shoe game award there, Blaine Rogers, a young man out of Calvary Baptist.
I've seen some bright colors on Saturday morning cartoons, but none quite like that, I promise you.
Part of that state championship team out of Division 4, Calvary Baptist is.
Reminds me of the old slime foam stuff that we used to play with.
Comes in to take over for Gottschall, who got himself into a little bit of trouble.
Of course, I have my bright red shoes on, Doug, but the reason I wear them is because at least there's something bright about me.
Well, I didn't want to get into all of that. Got a couple of warm-up pitches left here. Don't forget, we're going 9 innings in this one, and the way these guys are hitting the ball, Chuck, it might roll into that 1 o'clock game tomorrow.
You're right. 9 innings is a long way away from 3.
Yeah, my sidekick during football, Coach Lott, is up here, and I don't know that he'll make it all 9 innings.
I don't know.
In this one.
Might be some nachos need some attention here in a little bit.
Now back to the catcher, number 10, Thomas Marsala.
Thomas Marsala will stand in now, ready to go.
I think he was ready to go drive a band bus, wasn't he?
I think so. Marsala out of St. Fred's. Been solid behind the dish for that East squad. Stands in there now with an opportunity and a runner at second base, and Ruddle to get this thing back to a 1-run game, 5-3.
Or even it up.
That one bounces around inside and misses, ball 1.
Well, technically, Doug, I guess if they score 2, that would oddden it out.
No, it wouldn't. So, and again, I apologize in advance for those of you that have not heard Chuck's commentary throughout in his jokes, but yes.
A new audience.
Yes, I apologize in advance. Riddell often going hit and run as that one is ground foul.
Over there where they're serving the chicken nuggets.
Yes, right behind as you come in. So a lot goes on in that first base dugout. That is where the home standing team is. The clubhouse is back there. The restrooms are there, and the concession stand that way.
That's why it's foul.
Here's a delivery. Standing a long time, staring back at second base. Now delivers this one to Rogers, and that's a good, solid curveball for the strike. It's the top of the strike zone and drops back into it. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Rogers coming in with a lot of off-speed deliveries. Riddell often going a pitch ago. We'll see what he's doing here. A little bit of concern with him, and Marsala will ask for time and is granted.
You know, when we called, I guess, the Grace game, one of the last ones we called, and they stepped out and the pitcher was in his warm-up, he threw the pitch up high, and some of them were really high. We don't have that luxury. If he throws this one up high, it's going.
Often going again. Throw is in time and gone, yeah. That's the strike them out, throw them out, double play to end things, and so great work from behind the dish, we told you, from Alex Melanson, who receives that 3rd strike of Marsala. So Marsala is out on the strikeout for the 2nd out, and then the caught stealing goes to Riddell, who is thrown out for the 3rd out and scored that one 2-5 on the putout and the caught stealing, but not before the East picks up 3 runs. 2.5 for the books. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The West has the 5-3 lead. We'll be back right after this.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 and East Pineville behind Arby's.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
We are back to the bottom of the third, and Ashton Fusilier stands in ready to go to work. Nate Monso on the hill came out and had a really good bottom of the second, and now set and delivers this. There's that curveball that's been solid for him throughout. First strike taken Fusilier. Reached on that 3-base error, and there's another strike, and that's just solid work on the heel from Monso, and he gets that ball back ready to go to work right away.
Yeah, it's got a good tempo back and forth if he keeps that up.
Just a steady diet of curveballs, too. That one ground foul. Oh, and they call it fair. They're going to say he picked it up fair. They're going to say that it was picked up fair, and it was inside the line. Not a good angle of it down there. That was tough one. Thompson picks it up before it goes foul, and Fusilier is on base with a base hit, and that's straight back behind us.
My truck is parked to the left of where it went back.
Safe on this one. Duplichan stands in there. We saw he struck out back in that first inning that they played at 5 runs, did the West. That one pushed foul. That one's going to be close to Chuck's.
Easy.
Nothing in 2 the count. Monso gives up a base hit there that looked like it was foul.
One thing is for certain, they're not playing the window crashing sound, so if I do hear it, it's going to be a little nervy.
Monso again delivers this one. Fouled right back again in the same general vicinity of where that earlier pitch was. So Fusilier's been on base twice and scored a run. One was an error by the second baseman, and one was picked up just shy of going foul down the third base line. And this one poked out into right field. That's going to find the gap.
To the wall.
Good work by Duplichan, who's got himself a double and sprinting around his Fusilier. No play, stand-up double, RBI for Nick Duplichan.
Yeah, the ball came off the wall. There's some, the way the metal is out there, I guess it hit one of those ridges, and it kicked left whenever he was kind of charging after, thinking it was going to come straight back at him.
Yeah, big base hit, and Monso had that really good inning back in the second. And back-to-back base runners have reached here. That one twisted foul again out back behind us, and that one was a thud. It wasn't your truck, Chuck, but it was no glass.
You did heed warning.
I did. I tell you, look.
Park
catch on wrist, but there's nowhere else to park around here. So.
It was quick. He's like, you're not going to leave it parked there, are you?
Call him like I see him. 0-1 the count. There's that curveball again, fouled back.
Oh, that was the front of one. That was a little Kia. That was not the Chuckster's Truckster.
You know, you don't park close to the fence. That's why if you get here late, why that spot is open,
yes.
You're not supposed to park in it. It was left open for a reason.
It's like our pastor said, you got to get here early to get a back row seat.
That one poked foul down the line. Good job over in right to grab that one. But tagging up and getting on down to third base was Duplichan. So Corville flies out foul to right field, and A.J. Manasco, who had an RBI base hit in that 5-run inning that scored Corville earlier.
Well, the owner of the car that it hit, I promise you, if they didn't have a dimple when they smiled before, their car has one now.
Got it now, 1 down. Monso's giving up a run here in the bottom of the third. This West team just continues to swing a solid bat out in right field. Good work, though, by the future Tiger, actually current and future Tiger, Zeb Bradell. That one just goes right by Manasco. Good work. And normally we've seen a lot of the curveball out of Monso, but he blew a good fastball in. Trying to answer the 3 runs that the East picked up. The West does score 1 here, and this one is smashed down foul. Going to bounce around near the tarp that is rolled up adjacent to the bullpen for the Wildcats and for the home team in this one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and just for the sake of seeing it, we need to see that Nate Monso curveball. It's just been a pretty one.
Yeah. It's a beautiful view from back here with that camera shot zoomed in the way it is. You get to see all that movement on it. It's just absolutely beautiful.
Glad that you could join us. If you have not been a follower of our page at 446 Sports, we appreciate you go do that. If you're watching us over on YouTube, hit that like and subscribe on there. I've only had that page up a couple of months on there, but we certainly appreciate everybody that has found that and called it home. There's that good curveball off-speed stuff from Monso, and that's another strikeout as he continues to rack up the strikeouts. Lex Melanson will stand in there, 2 down. If Melanson can get out of this one with just the run scored, the 1 run, but he's got Duplichan, who had that RBI, is over at third. That one misses low, and Marsala was as low as he could get, trying to get that one low, and indeed it misses low.
Doug won't let me post my jokes of the day on the thing,
No.
so I might start a vlog of my own.
No, he will not.
Or a podcast, maybe.
Yes, the Chuckisms. That one misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 down. We play bottom of the 3rd. Already 1 run in for the West, but a couple of outs, and Monso trying to get out of this one. Nate's thrown the ball well. Inside fastball swung on and fouled back from Melanson.
I think he probably could have let that one go for a ball 3 because it was almost on his hands there.
These guys comes that All-Star game, they're looking to swing the bat, though. They are looking to get things going. Here's a Monso delivery. That one is ground to third base. Going to make the long throw across the diamond in time to retire the side. 2 base hits. 1 run comes around to score. No errors. And 1 left on. After 3 complete, the West has a 6-3 lead. We'll be back top of the 4th when we come back.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria is here to assist you in hiring that right employee or helping you find your perfect career. Apply online at expresspros.com/AlexandriaLA.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Back to live action we go. We are here at Billy Allgood Field, Legacy Park, and don't have my glasses on, but it's easy to pick up Blaine Rogers, who is out on the hill. I just looked for the shoes. There they are. Look, that young man came in and threw the ball well. Again, part of that Calvary Baptist state championship team, so he gets the right to do whatever he wants to. A lot of new viewers in there. We've got viewers from all around the country that are tuning in watching this one. We certainly appreciate that. As far away as Illinois is up there watching us. That one, bag foul, you're safe. That's more just in danger of hitting the concession stand area that is there.
Illinois known for the 4th highest gas tax
Oh
in the
my
nation.
gosh, indeed. Their gas has
Doug's
got to be
favorite
probably $5 a gallon now.
Oh, yes.
Will DeLon stands in there. He is out of Dutchtown. Bats from the right side and takes that Rogers offering outside, a ball and a strike. Flew out to right field his last time up, did DeLon. Rogers delivers that one. Good break on that one. A little more of a slider is what that one looked like. Appreciate those that have added there, who have subscribed to our channel just during this game. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, go hit that like and subscribe and ring the bell. That way we know when you're watching, the comment features are picked up on that. Also, that little, I guess, backup fastball on that one is out and made. And DeLon has been retired both times that he's been up. Luke Hill. Come in, Luke, a great story. He is out of Episcopal and going to make his way out to Tempe, Arizona, and Arizona State University, the Sun Devils, to play some shortstop all the way from 2A baseball to Division I baseball. And he sees a big curveball come in.
I just, Doug, I'm awed by the movement that you see from back here. I guess that's what the umpire gets the view of it.
Different view back here. Luke Hill stands in. Stays back on that one, but still effective. Such great, solid movement on that on that pitch from Rogers. He really mixes things up and has a lot of movement on it. No movement on that, just a straight fastball. Misses it up and in. Blaine Rogers, we said, on his way to National Park Community College. So they're going to get them a good one. Misses inside, evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So you scoreboard off just a little bit up here. Now I'm certain our Wallace Eye Associates one is right on it, 2-2.
2-2, you got it.
Rogers' delivery, staying back, and good work by Hill just to recognize that he's going to see a lot of those pitches with movement on it, and he stays back. So not the velocity on it, but great bend on the pitch coming in from Rogers. Here's a delivery. That one starts off middle of the plate and down. Good recognition from Hill to lay off of that one. So a good eye at the plate. Lined out to the second baseman for an out. Had a pretty good shot at it, but a good diving stab made out at second. Trying to reach base here in this one. Count remains even at 2-2 and 1 down top of the 4th. And misses outside. Well, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and so Hill's going to draw the walk. Luke Curtis, who has flown out to right field. That was part of that second inning where right field got 2 of the 3 outs. That was Fusilier that made those out of Sam Houston. Rogers' first delivery misses down low to Curtis. Invite you to join us tomorrow. That game at 1 o'clock. We'll be on the air about a quarter till. You can pick the feed up. That if you bookmark our channel on Boxcast, you'll have all the games that we do. Or like and subscribe and follow, and it'll give you an alert. But the easiest way, go to our 446 Sports Facebook page, and Strike is in there.
Odding it up. Odding it up.
And, again, you'll be able to go back and watch this one. Over half of our viewers go back and watch it after it's live. A lot of folks will go back and see the broadcast once again after this is over with. Curtis often going from first.
Ball looks like it got through to center field there.
Going to be the strike that is called to Curtis. Curtis out of Mangum. Luke Curtis there. He's on his way to Meridian Community College.
Macy Rogers Hollis says, let's go Blaine Rogers.
There you go. I say that too. I'm impressed with the pitching of that young man, Rogers. Again, off that Calvary Baptist State Championship team. Delivers that nifty bender, and it's in there for strike 3. Yeah, Curtis takes that one, but it's that 3rd strike. 2nd out. Caleb Waters out of Weston. Again, we tell you they made that trip. The Weston Wolves that did out of Class C.
Play amongst the non-cornfields where the cornfields should be.
Yeah, made the trip up to Weston. Class B is actually where they're at.
Yeah.
And them and Grace Christian made the 900 and something mile drive up to Dyersville, Iowa.
Of which I drove about 137 miles.
That's pushing. Oh, combined, perhaps.
Easy.
Combined.
Easy.
Yeah, a lot of drivers
Each
saw
way.
a lot of things on that trip. That one inside. If you want to go back and watch that game, it of course is on our YouTube channel. We were able to meet Dwyer Brown up there. Dwyer, of course, played John Kinsella, the dad in the movie, and he's going back and he bought a building, turning it into a baseball history museum up there in Dyersville, Iowa. Can't wait for that to be back open.
Yes.
There's another nifty pitch, and it's on the outer half for a strike. And look, if you throw strikes, you'll get strikes, and Rogers has done just that tonight.
We were actually able to be his first customer.
Yes.
First paying customer.
Yep, so we'll always make the wall of the museum.
Maybe actually the first customer, period. I think it might have been the first one visiting.
That one starts in the strike zone, but all of that movement on the Rogers pitch, it just dumps out of the zone and down low.
And the great thing about that movie, Doug, with Dwyer Brown is he's not a real famous actor like the Kevin Costner, Ray Liotta, and all those. Not Samuel Jackson, but what's his name? James Earl Jones.
Right.
But it's really and truly his character was what that movie was all about.
It was all about, yeah. That's a little known fact, I guess, for people that see it. They quote a lot of quotes, but that fastball up high and had to think about it. Did Waters,
Yes.
But he's on down to first base. That's the second walk of the inning.
Wait for the umpire to make a call. Is it a strike or not?
And I'm going to get at this back to the top of the East order, and it's C.J. Sturiali that comes in to bat. So, Peggy, there you have it.
I will watch
Keep
the comments.
an eye out on that.
She is on Facebook. I promise you. We will find out just a moment.
It's like my wife. You only have to tell me 8 or 9 times. I'm going to get it eventually. Most of these guys will play the first 5 innings, and then the reserves will come in the second half. So we'll keep an eye on that, and then they'll should flip things over tomorrow in that game.
Now, Miss Peggy, if we don't respond real quick, also realizing it's about a 1-minute delay.
Right, so you don't even know that we're praising you just yet, but well, you do now. See, just like that. 2 down here, top of the 4th we go.
Yes.
Rogers, a strikeout, a couple of walks, and a ground ball, and that one starts inside on Sturiali and does not come back over the plate. Just a lot of different pitches from Rogers. He's able to throw that curveball, a slider. Looks like almost a little bit of a backup fastball. I want to say screwball, but it's got that kind of movement. And there's that pitch again. He starts it inside on the left-handed batter and tries to get it to come back over the plate, and it has not done that just yet.
Gets back set in the box there, ready to peer down. The bright green shoes, maybe.
That one does find its way back inside, and a good hack at it towards Coach Josh Brown, who was in the box at first base. And that's 2 balls and a strike. 2 down. Sturiali stands in. He had a big base hit. Flew out to center field, base hit, and scored a run.
Another foul ball there.
Deuce is wild on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down.
And 2 on base.
6-3 for the West. The lead in this one. Sturiali trying to get his squad a little bit closer. He scored the first run of the game for the East back in the 3rd.
And you know, if you divide 6 by 3, you get 2 also.
That one bounces inside. Not really a good read on the ball, but a great job. Again, I'm very impressed by the work behind the dish of Melanson out of Ascension Catholic. He's been solid moving around and keeping that ball in front of him. Two balls, 2 strikes will do it. A correction, full count.
Steps off to bring the runner back.
So we'll do the full count delivery here. 2 down, top of the 4th. That one misses inside, trying to get it to move back, and it does not. And Sturiali is on for the 3rd time today. This via the 2nd time, that via the base on balls, and bases loaded for Cole Thompson. Thompson had an infield single and a clear base hit, so he's 2 for 2 on the day, and a run scored now for Thompson.
Great opportunity for these seniors to get a chance to play one more game and play against people they normally would not play against, other top-notch folks and other seniors.
Well, it's good because you've got all classes represented from 5A to 1A, from Division I to Division 5. Tries to throw that little backup fastball, and Rogers needs to do something here. He's walked 3 batters in this inning, struck out 1, a ground ball. To lead things off was DeLon, but that one misses up and in from Rogers.
What a catcher save on that one, huh?
Oh, Malonzo has been impressive the entire time. We're very, very impressed with the work of Malonzo, who's headed to Nickel State. Here's the delivery from Rogers. That's that backup fastball that he likes to throw to the left-hander. We didn't see him throw that curveball in as much to the lefties, as that ball just comes right in their wheelhouse. But going back to that backup fastball, 3-1 now. Nowhere to put him. That one is lifted, driven out to right field. Coming on. Unable to get to it. Oh, no, he does call him out there, and the official here was pointing fair. But great work out in right field, and that's the 3rd time that we have seen Ashton Fusilier from Sam Houston go out and make, getting that saved. If that ball gets down, it scores 3 runs, and we're tied. But you heard about frogs and wings and such as that. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 6-3, 3 runners left on. We'll be back right after this.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
It's the perfect time of year to grab everything you need for your big-time fishing partner. Security Sporting Goods at 2220 Memorial Drive in Alexandria has everything you can think of from Abu Garcia, Lewis Duckett, Zebco, and even Zoom. We even have in stock Old Town kayaks with models like Topwater, Sportsman, and even Vapor. No need to shop anywhere else because Security Sporting Goods has it all. Find us on Facebook, or you can contact us at 318-445-6246. Security Sporting Goods. We have everything from camo to ammo.
Thibodeau will stand in, ready to go. We have seen him just solid. Hit the ball hard. Both times he's been up there, flew out to center field. His last time up, reached in the first. Tried to bunt his way on all 3 times on the first pitch. Has not been successful, but got to believe that if he lays it down, he can be off and going. That one hammered out into the gap. Another big one. And just watch him get up and fly around those bases now, heading on to third. Going to be in there for us. Well, he's going to slide in. Could have been there, but why not slide into that? And that's Cardell Thibodeau, 2 for 3 on the day, has the single and the triple now.
I'm glad anybody wasn't working that follow cam, Doug, because people might have got sick, to be honest with you.
Right.
That kid was getting it around
the bases. He was flying around the bases. You see him down at third base. And that is Cardell Thibodeau. Scored a run today. There's an off-speed stuff from Monson in the bottom. Part of that 5-run first inning was Thibodeau. Monson delivers this one, staying back on that curveball is Richard. And again, we'll see most of these starters play through the 5th, and you'll start to see some changes happen from the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Marsala sliding out to set up outer half of the plate. Misses that one as it comes back inside. It's going to score another run, but it is a ground out. So Richard give him the RBI ground out, and that scores Thibodeau, who hustled around the bases and slid into third with that triple. Now comes in easily, and that's the second run, Chuck. And I told you before the day started, that was my pick for the MVP of this first game, was Cardell Thibodeau, watching the way he warmed up.
I agree.
That is Lejeune, who grounds back to second base once again. That is Waters, who has recorded both of the putouts here, and Andrew Glass. So 4-3 to Richard, 4-3 to Lejeune, and now Andrew Glass out of Sam Houston will stand in there ready to go to work. Struck out Lucan, singled and scored a run back in the first. Running out of baseballs here. They got a bunch of them, but the official slowly get them. But there's been so many of them that have put back out of play here into that parking area. Not a lot of room inside the fence here, so most any ball that's fouled off gets out of the park. And that nifty stuff. Saw a lot of great breaking pitches between Malonzo and Rogers.
Yeah, and that's a beautiful pitch for a left-handed batter, but
that one hammered out to the gap again. But over there in center field making that play is Steriali, who gets that one in center field. And so give the F8 to Andrew Glass, and that retires the side, but not before the West picks up another run. They pick up one run. After 4 complete, it is 7-3. We go top of the 5th right after this.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Back to beautiful Billy Allgood Field we go. I'm Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins, and we move to the top of the 5th. Rogers back out there for another inning, and Marsala is going to lead things off for the East here in the top of the 5th. And again, Chuck, this is probably going to be the last inning. You'll see a lot of these starters. You hate to call them starters and reserves because they're going to play the same thing before it's over with.
First round, second round.
But this is St. Fred's Thomas Marsala. He is
replacements? No, that's not even a good word either. First set of
Hang
starters.
on, so now, yeah, no, that's not Marsala at all. That is Stelly. Caleb Stelly from Parkview Baptist stands in there.
Ooh.
Yeah, lost a little bit in the lineup there. So we've got Stelly, Riddell, and then Marsala to stand in there. Stelly has flew out to shortstop and then base hit an RBI and scored a run back in that 3-run third. So you know that you want to get Stelly back on base.
Absolutely.
And just like that, he promptly lines one down the line. It's going to stay in. Stelly's going to make this. Well, he slides down, falls down heading to first, but he's going to get back up, and he'll easily, if you can say easily, we'll make it in.
Possible.
We'll make it into second base there. Slid there, and Zebrudell will stand in ready to go. But that is a double for Stelly. He's got a single and a double now on the day. And again, that heart of that order, Riddell coming up. He has a single. He has a double on the day and an RBI.
And now the once a Tiger, always a Tiger.
Tiger was thrown out trying to steal third.
Yes.
That's that good pitch. It starts out of the strike zone against the left-handed batter and ends up back over the plate. He tried to throw that several times in that last inning, missed a lot on it, but has found success with it there. Second time now that Riddell will face Rogers. That one does not come back and misses inside.
Just does after he scoots out of the way.
1 ball, 1 strike, nobody down. Lead off double for Stelly to get things going here, top of the 5th.
Bugs are chirping.
That one ground over to first and foul. Going to bounce up high and controlled there.
Tons of folks watching on the 3 different ways that you can watch with us.
It's up on Twitter too, by the way.
Yeah, we have 4. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have Boxcast, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. And if you don't mind, if you would, give us a like and a share, hit those buttons, get notifications anytime we're up. You can know that we are broadcasting our best that we can.
Here's Rogers, 1 ball, 2 strikes, looks back at Stelly at second. Long looking, going to step off of Stelly. Had taken a lot of real estate off of second. This East team trying to get those couple of runs back. They scored 3 to get it within 2, but 1 in the bottom of the third and 1 in the bottom of the 4th, and off and running there. Kind of a pitch out, but that is dropped. And off and running was Stelly, and he takes third base.
Catcher had a really good move there if he could have held on to it instead of it slipping out of his glove, but he had a really good move down third to make a throw at it.
Indeed, and the pitch was where you wanted it. It was top shelf, and that's where you wanted against the left-handed batter. Perfect pitch was set up. Riddell takes a little glance down at the catcher, see where he's set up. That one misses inside, fills the count at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Who's this guy Phil you keep talking about?
I'm sorry?
This guy Phil. Phil's the count.
3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody down.
Must be somebody important if he's a count.
That one hammered out to the gap over the jumping second baseman, and that is going to be another RBI base hit, and the base hits keep coming for Zeb Riddell. That is his 3rd base hit of the game, 2nd RBI. Riddell out of the cleanup spot, having a very, very productive game in this one. If he wants to atone for that strikeout. And there's Marsala that we talked about leading off when, in fact, he didn't. Goes in there and hammers this one. A little redemption off to short, over to first. Not in time. Fielder's choice as Riddell is retired 4-6 on the putout. And a fielder's choice given to Marsala. Will DeLon stands in there, yet to reach base, flew out to right field and ground out to shortstop. Courtesy runner in is Noah Simon. Noah Simon out of Destrehan comes in to run.
Pierce back to first.
Rogers now delivers that one right down the middle, swinging strike.
No, it wouldn't be bad to do a few LC games. I'd like for him to build us something back here, though, be above the this little behind the home plate.
Right, if you could just sit right up above this area, that'd be just about perfect.
Have to have some kind of cooling, though.
You do.
Pretty warm.
Tomorrow is going to be testy as things will warm up on us.
Yes.
0-1 the count, 1 down. Rogers delivers that big. Bender misses up high over the top of the strike zone.
Let it go just a little too soon.
DeLon looking for something which is probably going to be his last at-bat of this game as we reach the 5th. Rogers stares in, delivers that one outside, 2 balls and a strike. East has got back one of the runs, back to a 3-run lead. They've had it as close as 2 once that lead got up to 5-0. They scored 3 in the top of the 3rd before single runs, both in the 3rd and the 4th by the West. That one kind of a nubber, going to get back over. And that out is retired 4-3. Looked like he had just a little bit of trouble with it. Luke Hill will stand in there. Tyler Lejeune out of Iota making that play, has made a couple of them, and Luke Hill.
Could hear some chatter amongst the folks we're sitting amongst. He said, what is he doing?
Lining out to second, and then walking in his last at bat is Hill. Peering back as Rogers trying to get out of this inning now. Misses outside, but a good stop back there behind the dish, Melanson.
Set the bar high for whoever's going to come in after him.
Oh yeah, Melanson has been solid. Tipped that one back into the glove of Melanson. He hangs on to it. 1 ball, 1 strike. We play top of the 5th. East puts up a run in this one so far. Still got a runner out at second base trying to get that one in. Rogers peering back at that runner. Kind of steps off and turns and peers back in to Simon, the pinch runner, courtesy runner, if you will. And that curveball is lifted high from Hill way back. But right there on the track and making the catch is that aforementioned Cardell Thibodeau, who gets that to retire the side. DeLon down for his 3rd time today. Or correction, that's Hill for his 3rd time of the day. And we will go to the bottom of the 5th. The East gets a run back. They still trail by 3 at 7-4. We'll be back bottom of the 5th right after this.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Back to Billy Allgood Field, again alongside of Chuck Perkins, 446 Sports, bringing you All-Star Baseball, and Lakin Polk will take over. Lakin out of Ponchatoula, Louisiana, up in 5A.
Strawberry Festival capital of the world.
In fact, and he's going to find his way, along with several others, to SLU, Southeastern Louisiana. So Lakin Polk is going to Southeastern. Jimmy Johnson, who started the game on the hill, will be at Southeastern. Larson Fobb will be there out of Denham Springs. See if we've got a couple others that we saw that are making their way down to SLU.
To the SLU, huh?
They're all on the one squad. So Southeastern getting 3 good ones. Swung on and missed there from Ashton Fusilier as we play in the bottom of the 5th. Polk misses that one outside, a ball and a strike. The West looking to continue to add to this lead. It's been a back and forth run scoring after those first big innings. Just a run for the West here and there and one for the East in the top of the 5th. The West has done a good job of responding to the runs scored. See if they can pick one back up here. And that strike is in there, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Good work from Polk already. Need to come out there and shut things down if you're the East squad to get the bats back going. Should turn into a whole new list of names when we get back in the top of the 6th. That one bounces around and misses, fills the count up at 3-2. Again, we'll go live around 1:45 tomorrow for that game. That is game 2 of this All-Star weekend. Home run derby was earlier today. Wind blowing in, so that made it difficult. That 3-2 offering misses outside, and Fusilier is on board with the walk.
Now batting, third baseman, number 33, Nick Duplicant.
Nick Duplichan will stand in there. He is struck out, and then he's got an RBI double. Takes that one in there for strike 1 to get things going. Probably not going to be as cool tomorrow as it is today. That one misses outside. So Polk struggling a little bit with the strike zone early on here in his first, trying to get settled into that mound. Again, you get ready in the bullpen, and it's a different setup than what you see on the mound out here. They try to get it as close as they can to it. Just a little different, so you have to get adjusted to it. Polk peers over the runner at first, throws that big fastball right by Duplichan. Again, Duplichan out of Iota, Louisiana. Strikeout victim, we said, back in the first in that 5-run inning, and then had the RBI double. That one misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. No home run derby tomorrow. That was the one today. But you'll see great action. You'll see most of these guys, we believe, that'll flip-flop. The ones that played 5 innings today will play 4 tomorrow, and vice versa.
It'd be fun to watch. Would be a throwdown showdown.
They do that a lot in the travel ball days. They have the different skills competitions and things with the base running and the pop times, yep, and those things. Another full count from Lake and Polk. That one ground foul, smashed over there. Good piece of hitting by Duplichan to foul that one off. Good fastball in from Polk. Comes set, checks the runner at first, now delivers. Good curveball, but ground over to third. Relay coming across in time, double play, good work by that infield of the East, and that was started over at third base by Thompson. Over to second where Waters was, and then on to first in time, and that erases the leadoff walk. So Duplichan grounds into a 5-4-3 double play. And that will bring Barb's Crawford Corville up. He was hit by a pitch, scored a run, had a stolen base, and then flew out in foul territory on what saved a few runs back in the last inning. Another big curveball in there, and 0-2 now to Corville. And it looks like that Polk has settled down just a little bit, and that's what we said, Chuck. You just have to find your way around that mound when you come in.
Yep.
Here's Polk's delivery. Swung on and missed, and that's going to retire the side. Nifty double play and a strikeout. Gets the East out of that one. First clean inning since the second. We go to the top of the 6th. 7-4. We'll be back right after this.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria is here to assist you in hiring that right employee or helping you find your perfect career. Apply online at expresspros.com/AlexandriaLA.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Back to baseball at Billy Allgood. I am Doug Gann. Rogers on for his, I guess, his 4th inning of work. And ready to go after Gottschalk went a couple of them, ran into a little bit of trouble. And then it's been Rogers ever since then. And there are some of those subs that we started talking about that are making their way in. That is Amity out of Santa Mon. Lee Amity. Takes that one from Rogers outside. Amity off to ULL, plays second base out of 5A Santa Mon.
I like the way you said that, Doug. Santa Mon.
Santa Mon. They lost in the finals to West Monroe. They go up 6 runs in the first inning and lose 9-6 to West Monroe for that 5A state title game. Highlight along the way is they did upset Barb in that game on the way, but West Monroe just had a big run to finish things off for Coach Simoneau, who is the head coach of this East unit, and that is there for the strike, ball and 2 strikes. The Gators of Santa Mon.
And not to be confused with the Gator.
That one rolled out to second base. That play is going to be made. A lot of substitutions starting to make their way out there. Again, we told you that would happen. And so following Amity should be Simon. That is Noah Simon out of Destrehan. We saw him come on and pinch run. He's the uncommitted outfielder from Destrehan. Went down to Destrehan a few years ago with Ash in that playoff game, as that one is fouled back over towards where that aquatic club is and the subway sits. Inside the aquatic club. They open till 8:30, so you missed it tonight, but they'll be back there tomorrow if you want something. But concession stand is up and going here.
Yes.
That one misses outside. 2 balls and a strike now.
More than just your normal concession stand. It's like a little food truck trailer over
Yes. And he does all of the concessions for the park. So for everything, softball, baseball, basketball, volleyball, everything is done.
That's right.
Yep. Always good to us. And so we appreciate him. We invite you. Go check out the concession stand. Best burgers in the ballpark, guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Stayed in on that curveball, and it is up the middle. Good play from short. And have to get an eye on who the new shortstop is from the West, but what a good play that was. Work our way down through the shortstops. And that was Lane Patan out of North Vermilion, who again is on his way to Baton Rouge Community College. 4-5. Again, another play back off throwing side, but Patan had a good shot at it again, but making it down the line. From Neville, that was Briard that had that. DJ Primo out of Central Baton Rouge. Stands in there ready to go to work. Another one of those LSU signees. Rogers still on the hill, has been impressive in this one, and mixes up a lot of breaking pitches. Again, National Park Community College is where he's off to. Look that up between innings and figure out where National Park Community College is. Misses that one inside to Primo. Swung on, driven back towards that west dugout.
Two and two, right?
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Rogers has continued to do work. Gave up the 1 run, but really throwing the ball well, and that one is off the handle of the bat and pushed over into the trees. And we'll repeat the 2-2. Again, Louisiana College, where we are, Louisiana Christian University on the campus, had a good run through their Red River Athletic Conference season. Smashed, foul, but out of play. That's out near the train tracks as you come in behind the ball field. And that was probably one of the hardest hit deep balls that we've seen, but foul. Foul territory is really tucked in back here. I mean, you have to, and the dimensions of the field are the same, but just the way that the foul line, the foul pole is down here, this field just switches a little to the right. Fouled back, and that full count delivery will be done again. Real slow first couple of 3 innings there.
National Park Community College is in Hot Springs, Arkansas.
There you have it.
They are called the Nighthawks.
Swung on and missed, and that is the strikeout. Rogers continues to impress. No runs in the top of the 6th. West will come up with a new set of batters in the bottom of the 6th. They lead at 7-4. We'll be back right after this.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
It's the perfect time of year to grab everything you need for your big-time fishing partner. Security Sporting Goods at 2220 Memorial Drive in Alexandria has everything you can think of from Abu Garcia, Lewis Duckett, Zebco, and even Zoom. We even have in stock Old Town kayaks with models like Topwater, Sportsman, and even Vapor. No need to shop anywhere else because Security Sporting Goods has it all. Find us on Facebook, or you can contact us at 318-445-6246. Security Sporting Goods. We have everything from camo to ammo.
Lakin Polk comes back on for his 2nd inning of work behind the dish. Caleb Webb out of Walker is on to catch. 5A Walker. Chuck, I think that's your old stomping grounds, huh?
Well, I did live down in, I actually went some training in Walker High School. I have a buddy of mine, had several good friends down there. St. Pierre is their principal, and Steve Johnson is a good friend of mine as a teacher down there. And he's one that helped with our drones program to get it up and running.
There you have it. Leading off. The West stands in there ready to go. This is number 15, A.J. Manasco, the designated hitter for this team out of Manning. He puts the first ball in play, and that is to the Neville Tigers first baseman. That is, that's Briard, I believe. Yeah, Daniel Briard out of Neville. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Doug, one of the fun things has been being here, all these different people from all over the state coming in and very appreciative of what we're doing with this.
Yeah. We're appreciative of Miss Peggy, who got me straightened out quickly. It only took about 3 or 4 times. Lane Potan out of North Vermilion. Another one of those that are going to Baton Rouge Community College. They are loading up with players at Baton Rouge Community College. Shea Pete is going there. Lane Potan, Ryan Richard going. John Touche is going. Reed Gotchaw is going. We saw him start pitching. And Barrett Abear from Ascension Episcopal. So they are loading up. And then Braden McClin. That one right back where it came from. And that's a base hit up the middle.
Doing a good job of getting out of the way, but if he'd have dropped that glove down there, he might have got a sweep at it.
Look, it's difficult. It's difficult when you, Shea Pete is in there. Here's another one of those that's going, we told you. So this combination you will see down in Baton Rouge of Patan, who just had that, and Pete, who's coming up right behind him. Pete out of South Terrebonne. That one misses outside.
Apologize for the shakiness of our camera. Where we're positioned, because some folks moving around in the stadium, and it just does that sometimes.
It does that. The wind has really laid down though here tonight. That's not shaking it as bad. That grounder out to shortstop, going to try to go the short way in time on the play at second base, and that is retired. So Pete will be on with the fielder's choice. That retires Patan.
A little staunchness of the heat, you can feel it since that little breeze has stopped almost, or at least it's not making it down to us.
John Touche, another one. So this is 3 state Baton Rouge Community College players that are going down to BRCC that have batted in this one. Ground ball just outside of Briard, who's down at first. 2 down in this one, and good work.
See, and I thought you were giving me another baseball terminology there, Briard. I thought that was some slang term between first base and the coach's box.
Nope, and we got to talk to his to one of his coaches earlier at lunch today, and so it was great to visit with a lot of the coaches. We appreciate Tim O'Neill, the executive director of the Louisiana Baseball Coaches Association. Used to coach up at Cedar Creek, I believe, is where he was at. That one is smashed down to right field, and that's going to get runners at first and second.
Nice strong throw from the right fielder all the way over to third to keep the base runner at second.
And looks to be bringing in Louisiana Tech signee Grant Como. Grant Como out of Barb, second Barb player in the ball game tonight. We remember we had Crawford Corville in it earlier,
yes.
But this is young man that was in the home run derby. Swung on that one and missed. Did not go yard, but I'm telling you, I think there were maybe 6 home runs that were hit in the home run derby between 8 players and 20 some odd outs. Or no, 10 outs per batter.
10 outs
per player. So yeah, they were a lot of hits. Swings through that big curveball, looking to put a charge into that one for the West was Como. Louisiana Tech's getting a good one. He's going to play third base up there. Nothing in 2 down, 7-4. Bottom of the 6th. And that is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that will retire the side. The West leaves a runner on. They get no runs, been retired for the last couple of innings, but the East have some work to do as we move to the top of the 7th. It is 7-4 East with the West with the lead, and East due up right after this.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Back to baseball here in Billy Allgood Field. Andrew Glass out of Sam Houston comes on in this one.
Just had a visit from a fellow teacher, a friend of mine from Tioga, also the parent of Hayden Toll, who is out here tonight. Just hasn't made his showing yet. And he was asking if we're going to be here tomorrow, and absolutely we are.
Yeah, you'll see.
Saying we need to find some shade.
We got it, yeah.
I said, well, I throw plenty of it.
And Walker's young man that came in to catch, Caleb Webb, will stand in there ready to go to work. Again, Andrew Glass on the hill. Trying to see who they move back to catcher. And not sure, but it looks like
I don't know if it's a 25 or
that one from Webb right under the glove. And that is an error to get things started for Webb.
Let's see who that is.
So it's 15 is who's going to be back there, we believe, and that is Andrew Lee that takes over. Subs starting to make their way in, or reserves starting to make their way in, if you will. Blake LaBelle out of Springfield. He's an LSU Eunice signee, so he's going to go the junior college route over to LSUE.
Second shift.
Keep him in mind a couple of years from now as these community college and junior colleges help you get yourself ready for that that 4-year college.
Yeah, they really do. If you're struggling any little one or two concepts of academia, it'll really help you get there.
That one bounces around and off and going. Quick throw down. Going to bounce around and in time for the out. Good work behind the dish by Lee. And look, in warm-ups, he impressed. You know, they were doing the in and out, and coach pops the ball up, and he goes after one back into this netting that's right here behind us. But Andrew Lee doing good work behind the plate, and that is out number one. Caught stealing 1-4, it looked like. Curveball hangs in there to LaBelle and misses inside.
2-0.
Again, the youngster out of Springfield heading to count 2-0. Top of the 7th, East trying to stay aggressive, but that one popped high and out to right field. That one is handled there. That is Brennan Ebarb out of Zwally that pulls that one in. Caleb Little into the game now, out of state champion in the highest division in Louisiana, out of West Monroe. Caleb Little is there. He'll go to Panola Community College. That one is lifted a long way, but out to left field. A long way for it to go up into that dead air, and that ball is caught and will retire the side. So nothing doing. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 7-4. West still clinging to that 3-run lead. We'll be back right after this.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Back to baseball we go. We play in the bottom of the 7th. West has that 7-4 lead on the hill. Staying there for Ponchatoula is Lake and Polk. Ascension Episcopal's Abear Barrett Bear stands in there. Another one of those going to Baton Rouge Community College, and he in there for strike one.
Nice breaking ball.
Yes, we've seen a lot of that out of Polk tonight. A good mix of fastball and breaking stuff. That one dives inside.
Wow.
Is where that one goes.
Appreciate the folks. Wallace Eye Care Center there.
Associates, Wallace Eye
okay.
Associates, indeed. 0-2 pitch misses down low.
Seeing on their commercial there, 40 years of family eye care.
Yeah, they've been there a while. Great folks over there, too. Just Dr. Wallace is phenomenal, and Bill and all of the folks that are in there. Look, they're proud. They're big supporters of Country Day and University Academy in that group, and so they were watching the broadcast, and he said that his kids got embarrassed because they were hearing Wallace Eye Associates so much. And I was like, the one thing I want my sponsor to say is that he thought he was hearing the name too much.
Our kids were saying
So,
that, yeah.
Right, so we're happy. We're happy with that. And I told him I've made a long career out of embarrassing my kids, so now it's my turn to get others' kids. That one ground foul. Perfect opportunity there for you, Chuck. Ground foul.
Ground foul. Yes, like ground chicken.
And yet you just missed it.
I did.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Polk set to deliver this one. That one dives inside there, hung on to it behind the plate, and that is a strikeout.
Had something else working in my mind. I'll have to throw it out there later. Just not there yet.
Andrew Lee, solid behind the plate. We saw him throw out a runner. Just a very solid catcher. And he's going to go hone his skills in Eunice as well at LSU for a couple of years, and expect to see that young man in one of these D1 schools or 4-year college in a couple of years. You can believe that.
Absolutely, you will.
Again, number of issues may have them going the junior college route. That one in there for a strike. And every pitch, we're just getting more and more impressed with that young man from Ponchatoula, Lake and Polk. Southeastern's going to get them a good, solid pitcher.
And LSU is not your typical junior college, really.
Correct. They're very solid, too, on softball and baseball.
Yeah. Great programs.
Yes. Lake and Polk will find his way down to southeastern Louisiana, and Hammond with a couple of others from this game. So the Lions getting a trio of players for their baseball squad. Arizona picking one up, Arizona State. Louisiana Tech's getting a couple. LSU Shreveport. The Pilots will get another one. Pilots just solid, great play out at third base.
Mm-hmm.
Now batting from Tualatin High School, number 33, Brennan Ebal.
One thing that I've never really understood was why small goats are called kids.
I'm not going to.
I just
I'm
don't. I
not
don't
encouraging
understand
that. Brennan Ebar. I'm not even gonna. I'm not swung on there and chasing that one. Was Ebar. Good pitch from Polk. Starts in the middle of the plate and finds its way over in that other batter's box, but it's hard to lay off of that one.
Yeah. Starts out, beautiful shot at you.
That one just missed. Started there. That was that fastball in the left side batter's box.
Being a teacher, some of the kids came in and saying I was a goat, and I was quite offended. And then they had to explain
One
what
ball,
the acronym meant. So I
one
was like,
strike.
well, thank you.
2 down, bottom of the 7th. See, that's the time, folks, I don't let Chuck get those jokes in.
It's time for a sneezing fit. I can
when
bring my
it's
pepper out again.
Right. Legacy Stadium is where we play Billy Allgood Field. Being a beautiful night for baseball. Kind of warming up. I think it's warmer now than it was at 6 o'clock when we got here. That one is ripped to left,
Yep.
but the play is made, and that's going to do it for the West. In the bottom of the 7th, nothing across there for the West. We move to the top of the 8th. We'll do that when we come back.
The following things are just plain wrong. Pouring coffee into a light socket. Dressing a 300-pound man in a tiny pink Speedo. And hiring an unqualified employee for your business.
Express Employment Professionals in Alexandria is here to assist you in hiring that right employee or helping you find your perfect career. Apply online at expresspros.com/AlexandriaLA.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier. Transactions are getting safer. and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Back to Billy Allgood Field. Andrew Glass on for his second inning of work. Young man on his way to the green wave in Tulane.
And, Doug, at this point, normally in our regular broadcast of high school, we would be packing up or waiting for the winning coach to come see us.
We would be done. That's right. Braden McClin stands in there out of Doyle, Class B Doyle, on his way to Baton Rouge Community College as an outfielder. Correction 2A.
That one left up a little high for
Doyle.
Yep.
Swung on, unable to make contact with it. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bouncing around. So Andrew Glass on the hill, Andrew Lee behind the plate. And, that young man, Andrew Glass, out on the hill, he's going to go get himself a fine education down at Tulane.
Yes, indeed, the Green Waves.
Yeah, that's a solid education that young man will receive for playing the game that he loves.
Young man that I knew went there from Menard, John LeGlue.
Yes, playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers now.
Yes, he is.
Played baseball for Menard while he's in there.
did.
That one lifted high and going to second base, going out for that one. In short center field, we'll call it.
And his walk-up song, whenever he would come back for Menard, was Big John, if you remember that old song.
I do.
Because he was not small in stature, and if you see him on the Pittsburgh Steelers, you'll understand.
Logan Woodrow from Claiborne Christian. They are the Division 5 state championships. They beat Grace Christian 8-0 in that game that was delayed. It started on Friday afternoon. It was not completed until Monday. Had that big lightning delay, and all of the games over the weekend got shuffled around, so they ended up being the first game and the last game.
All the way to Monday of note.
All the way to Monday, and Logan Woodrow was part of that back-to-back state championship team. First time they had went back-to-back since 2010, and that was their 7th state championship at Claiborne Christian, the Crusaders. That one, though, ground out to shortstop, over to first in time.
Registering the second out. Nice throw down.
And that will bring Santa Moss Lee Amity up. He's off, we said, to Lafayette again, ULL.
Appreciate all the folks that are tuned in watching. I'm looking at the ones on Facebook. Got several on there.
Those that have heard what we're doing and still doing well, we don't know if their volume's still turned up or
this
not.
Is true. This is
now,
true.
we appreciate everybody that has followed along with the page tonight. Welcome aboard. That one in there at Amity is the strike. Started out 2 years ago. Had about, I guess the first year had about 900 likes and follows, and now we're up close to 5,000 now. That one ground out to second base. Good fundamental defense as that routine play is made, and that's going to retire the side in the top of the 8th for the East. 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll do that. West leading 7-4 when we come back.
In Central Louisiana, you might see me at the ballparks or soccer fields, or we might cross paths at the grocery store. I'm your local Farm Bureau insurance agent, your local expert when it comes to protecting what you love and depend on. I'm Jason Hawk. Learn more about how Farm Bureau insurance can save you time and money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK and let me help you protect your biggest investments. Real service, real people. Farm Bureau Insurance.
It's the perfect time of year to grab everything you need for your big-time fishing partner. Security Sporting Goods at 2220 Memorial Drive in Alexandria has everything you can think of from Abu Garcia, Lewis Duckett, Zebco, and even Zoom. We even have in stock Old Town kayaks with models like Topwater, Sportsman, and even Vapor. No need to shop anywhere else because Security Sporting Goods has it all. Find us on Facebook or you can contact us at 318-445-6246. Security Sporting Goods. We have everything from camo to ammo.
moving to the hill now for the East out of Jesuit. Let's see, we'll get him. That is Holden Hess. Holden Hess out of Jesuit will make his way to ULM in the fall. He is going the D1 route to ULM. And so congratulations to that young man.
Appreciate the fine folks out here at LSU now, LCU. There we go. There was a U in there somewhere that I'm not used to saying with LC. LCU providing us good internet out here so we can stream this. Got a good, decent download, but upload is what we're important about, and got a really good speed at that. So hopefully everything has been looking good on your end.
Yeah, we appreciate comments. If we've done something that you like tonight, we just give us a like and a follow. We appreciate that. If we do something you don't like, just keep it to yourself. Don't tell anybody. A joke. We take any comments, criticisms, and the like. Hess stands in there ready to go to work. Big right-hander. And see, we've got a new batter that's in there for the West.
When you get through with that, we've got Keith Stokes made a comment for us.
Oh, buddy Keith. That's Wayne Huckabee out of Calvin, Class C Calvin. What do you got, Chuck?
It says, don't know if Doug or Chuck have ever saw Hayden Toll pitch. Toll, I'm sure he's what he's talking about.
Toll from Tioga, that's correct.
Playing for the East, but he is a joy to watch, probably be the starter tomorrow.
Yep, got to believe that he's going to be on the hill. And that Hess records the strikeout there of Huckabee, one down, bottom of the eighth.
And Mr. Keith, yes, I have seen him pitch on occasions. I am a teacher at Tioga High School where he attended, and actually he and his sister are twins, and they both graduated this year. So.
And they both won some pretty prestigious awards over there at Tioga this year.
Yes, they did.
Manasco stands in against Hess and takes that one inside fastball, strike one. The big right-hander from Jesuit, like we said, on his way to ULM.
Take a moment. I'll brag about our Tioga facilities and things that we have going on over there.
Nasty curveball that's there, too. And may not have time as Jesuit's Hess is making quick work of that strike zone.
Getting that ball back quick and throwing it in again.
Looking for this one low. Trying to get Manasco to chase. And you saw the catcher behind the plate tap his glove down, and that let you know that one was coming down low. If you're going to miss low.
Mm-hmm. And with nobody on base, just in case.
Here's Hess, 1-2 delivery. Blows that fastball in there, but Manasco able to spin and turn on it and go. Again, we told you Manasco going to make his way up to the nationally ranked LSU Shreveport Pilots.
Wow.
Just a solid squad at just about everything. It's Shreveport. And that one gets Manasco right in the back, and he'll hustle down. And Hess shaking his head. You got a 1-2 count and a quick at-bat going, and you really don't want to let that one slip inside. Just missed.
No. I wonder if the University of Shreveport, LSU Shreveport, rather, is called the Pilots because of Barksdale. I'm wondering if that's where that came from.
Lane Patan. Well, their symbol is I believe it's an anchor. So I think it has something to do with the Red River that flows through there. And that sort of pilot.
Okay. Well, that would make sense, too. Red River, which separates Pineville and Alexandria.
Yes, and Shreveport and Bossier.
Yes. And continues on up north.
That one hammered back out into the gap. Center fielder going out for it.
Laying out.
Unable to get to it. Ball bounces around and hung up. Trying to go back and forth was Manasco. But that is a good, solid base hit for the West in the bottom of the ninth.
Yep, center fielder laid out, at least knock the ball down, keep it from traveling on through. But
look, these Baton Rouge Community College commits are really playing well. That was Patan that drove that one, and Shane Pete will come in ready to go to work.
A friend of my oldest brothers lived in Thibodeau, and he called me, his nickname for me was Pete. I don't know why.
Good curveball from Hess.
I think it was just a Cajun nickname for little petite people, which I was not.
0-1, the count to Pete. Hess breaks off another good curveball for strike two, and 0-2. Good work from Hess that we have seen. He has just been solid since he came in as good command holding Hess out of Jesuit. Big, tall right-hander. Really generates a lot of power off of the hill. Throws that fastball misses somewhere on the outside.
Yeah, it kind of broke back in there, too. Kind of surprised it was a ball call.
Hess delivers that 1-2, and that is swung on, and the out is there. First base occupied, so no reason to throw down with less than the 2 outs.
Right.
And 2 down.
Now batting number 9,
John
John Duquette.
Touchette will come in. North Vermilion gets a good hand. Another one of those Baton Rouge Community College players that will come in there. He bats from the left side, looking to add to this West lead.
Touchette being also the name of the Menard basketball coach, right?
Yes, it was Mr. Basketball from that St. Thomas More area.
Yep.
Daniel Touchette.
Because I always saw that name, and I've always known it as Touche, but I'm glad to learn somebody different.
That one ground out to second base. Gonna bounce around,
goodness.
bobbled up, and bases are full of the West. And that an ill-advised throw, but going up, climbing the ladder, and getting that at third base for the East. And, yeah, what a play to go up and get that. That's Blake LaBelle from Springfield.
Ball was hot going there to second baseman.
Grant Como, the Barb product, heading to Ruston and play for those Bulldogs.
Yes, indeed. Great school. Attended there one whole quarter.
There you go. Bases juiced, 2 down. Como takes that curveball in there, strike 1. Hess came in solid, has run himself into a little bit of trouble here. Needs to keep it right here. The East only down 3. You don't want the West to blow it open. Misses there, and there's going to be a runner that's going to come around to score. That's Manasco, who will come in, and all other runners will move up 90 feet. And it is now 8-4, and that's that cushion that you like to get to if you're a ball club. That 4-run lead is a big one. It allows you to not give up a grand slam and lose the lead.
Yeah. Late in the game like this is always a good time to have it.
Score that one a wild pitch, and that one is fouled back. Ball and 2 strikes we have, I do believe. While you check the Wallace Eye Associates scoreboard down in the right-hand corner, you see all of our other sponsors that are rotating along up in the left-hand side of it.
Right-hand corner.
Right-hand corner. There you go. I was looking at it backwards. Welcome aboard to Randy Wiggins and State Farm on to the broadcast there. Randy, a supporter of Buckeye, and got on board with everything that we do after a good long talk. That one driven to third. Over in time to first. Just the 1-run scores, what makes it a 4-run lead. We go to the top of the 9th. East has a little bit of work to do. They trail by 4. West leads this one 8-4. We'll be back for the top of the 9th right after this.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Be careful that the mic's always hot.
I don't know if I'd make it home have anything stronger than unsweet tea.
Top of the 9th we go.
Because I drink a lot of water, and every once in a while I'll have a unsweet tea, and that's kind of, I can't, my wife would not allow me to drink sweet tea, by the way, Doug, because I really get hyper.
Noah Simon stands in there, and you also don't drink ice in your water.
You're correct.
When you order water in the restaurant, that's what's...
I don't drink out of a straw very often either.
I got nothing. 3 outs to go. East still with a shot at it. They have Noah Simon out of Destrehan leading things off, waiting. Daniel Briard is on deck from Neville. And Glass, the Tulane commit, on to try to close the door.
Will they play the bottom of the ninth just because it's one of those games, or?
I don't know in this one because it's an all-star game. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, there goes a bottle.
That one bounces around. Looked like it went off the foot, but no, it hit in front and did not. And so 2 balls and a strike to Noah Simon. We saw Simon come in and run early in the game and then stayed in. He came in and ran for the other Neville Tiger, Riddell, who had a great game. He goes 3 for 3, does Zeb. But that big 5-run first inning was too much so far for this East squad to overcome.
Yeah.
That one ground over. The first play is going to be made there unassisted. Good work down at first base. Ascension Episcopal's Bear to Bear that's over there. And Briard stands in there now, Daniel. 2 outs to go. That's this is a Neville product.
Yep.
Facing Glass. Glass, again, that D1 commit from Tulane throws that curveball that doesn't break. You saw when he let it go, he had a little twist to the hand, but unable. It just did not snap it off. No. Briard now 1 ball, no strikes. That one misses outside, just off the river, if you will, which is that section between the plate and the line of the box.
The river.
There you go. You learned something all along, Chuck.
Yeah.
That one is there, though. That finds its side. Didn't quite make it, just stayed on the coast.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike to Briard.
Which they're trying to coast on through this one.
Good fastball from Glass, outer half. That one misses down low, bounces around and snagged in the on-deck circle. Crowd been kind of subdued in this one. A lot of fireworks in that first couple of innings.
Yes.
That one misses inside, and Glass slips down off of the mound. Go and check him, and he's a big smile on his face, so you know he's okay. He's just a little embarrassed out of that one. DJ Primo, the LSU signee out of Central Baton Rouge. So again, we said, Chuck, there are 2 or 3 LSU signees. Yeah, Ethan Fry, who is not here, graduated tonight. Part of that Rose Pine back-to-back state championship team. Guaranteed you'll see him in action tomorrow. As well as Tioga's Hayden Toll, we know will be on the hill tomorrow in that one. And again, it wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
And there, the PA announcer, Byron McGee, just told us that they will play the bottom of the 9th just to get all the at-bats and innings pitched and things in there. So that one pushed foul up near the pine trees that adorn the bullpen area for the visitors in this one. Big, tall pines. What else would you expect in Pineville?
You got it, Doug. Doug.
Ball and a strike, 2 down, 8-4 the West with the lead. Again, we'll play the bottom of the 9th, but unless the East makes a comeback, that one upper half of the strike zone, up in the ceiling area of the strike zone.
And swing of the bat is a different game.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Primo, again, you'll see in that purple and gold in Baton Rouge, hammers this one up the middle. Good backhanded stop over to second. The fielder's choice as Briard is there. And difficult to get vision around Briard. He's a big fella. And so unable to see, but not wanting to throw it away. 2 down.
You got to love the scoreboard showing 3 outs.
Okay, yes, I see that. Like the 4 strikes that were over at Pineville.
Yeah.
At the high school in the ASIL championships. Caleb Webb stands in there for Walker. He is the catcher of record in this one. Yeah, and 3 outs on the scoreboard.
Yep.
Right now they're figuring how to take that out off of the board without clearing the other inning.
Sure.
So Glass Appears into Webb. Webb hammers that right back up the middle. Ball is made there, and that's going to retire the side and officially in the ball game. But we will play the bottom of the ninth just to get all the players that played the 4-inning side of it, their at-bats and pitching and all of that. So the West wins this one 8-4. We will play the bottom of the ninth. We'll see if there's any changes or anything from along the way. Again, East takes game one, just finishing it out here. And a lot of new folks, and we appreciate each and every one of you. Met several out here at the ballpark tonight, and that's been great to visit with a lot of people.
Yes.
And one of the questions were, how early would they get out of here? Would any of the restaurants in town be open? And just might be able to make some of them.
Might. Just depends on what happens in the bottom of this ninth.
Hess stands in there ready to go to work again. Holden Hess, again, he is the Warhawk commit there as a pitcher from ULM and Jesuit. He's got to go, what, Chuck, 6'1", 6'2"?
Easily.
Yeah, he's a big fella, big, hard-throwing right-hander, mixes up a lot of pitches with it, too. We will be back out here. First pitch scheduled for 1 p.m. We'll go on with a little bit of the stream at 12:45 just to get everything up and running. The West will win this one 8-4. They will be the visitors in tomorrow's contest, and so you'll see them in their home dark jerseys, their road dark jerseys. Home team wear the light jerseys, and the road teams, that's why you see the East with the different colored jersey tops that are on, and the West wearing the white tops.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
Barrett Abear stands in, Ascension Episcopal designated hitter, number 25.
Had a little blink in the internet there, but we're back up and running again. Or it's doing it again.
May have to drop that bit rate some. Needless to say, we'll have this game in its entirety uploaded. If you miss any of it, the uninterrupted broadcast will be there. 2 balls, no strikes from Hess. Hess delivers that one outer, I guess, top shelf left somewhere.
Top shelf.
Yeah, that got some portion of the strike zone that we're not familiar with. That one is in there, strike 2, though, more defined in it, 2 balls and 2 strikes. But again, a thankless job those officials have, and so we don't question anything they do. We just sit up here and call it. That one ground back. Hess has it. He's going to flip that one over to first base and Briard, and that retires the first batter for the West in the bottom of the ninth.
I like the way they're doing this, though, really and truly, to go ahead and give equal 9 innings of play to both teams.
You want to get everybody their at-bats in this game, because ending at a half inning early is not really going to make much of a difference. Andrew Lee, the catcher for that West squad, stands in there, has a runner thrown out on the day, and we've seen a lot of pep in the step of Andrew Lee, the way he plays the game. And we've told you there are people that pitch and that are pitchers, and people that catch and that are catchers, and there's a big difference, and that young man is a catcher. He doesn't just play the catching position. He is a catcher. Yes. And Andrew Lee, going the way from Ascension Episcopal, will make his way to LSU Eunice, and expect to see that young man playing somewhere. Just a spark plug back there behind the dish. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Lee. Hess set to deliver this one, and it is ground foul back near the backstop.
I've always said a good litmus of or a view of a catcher that you know is skyrocketing his career is one that takes off down the line. And because you see a lot of them do it, but when they're there before the ball gets there and in place,
yep,
that's impressive.
Backing up the throw to first and waiting on that one, and that ball just gobbles up the shortstop, and that's going to put Barrett down on first base.
And likewise on third base, like if a throw's coming across the third, you see them sometimes like from the outfield.
Right.
Just kind of gauging, not getting too far from home because obviously the next stop would be to come home. But you see them move around quite a bit, and they're good.
Well, I saw that in the Ole Miss game where the guy steals second, and then nobody was at third, so he steals third, and then a guy from third. So he ends up stealing second, third, and home on the same play. That one ground up the middle. We'll get the runner down to second base, but the out is there, and we didn't have a chance to announce Brennan Ebarb. That was a Zwally young man who's going to Bossier Parish Community College. Bipsy is where he will go. And now Huckabee, who was a strikeout victim from Calvin, stands in there ready to go, and he represents the folks from Calvin in this one in Class C. That one bounces around from Jesuits. Hess. 2 down, bottom of the ninth. The West wins this one 8-4. Anything from here, just finishing off the inning, is all that we're doing in the game to give equal batting opportunities. Good curveball in there.
The catcher, tell me his name again, I'm sorry.
That is Walker's Caleb Webb.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's like watching him paint or being an orchestra conductor. He's just very smooth. And
that one bounces around. Just way to go, Chuck.
Yep, jinx him a little bit.
Way to go, Chuck.
Yeah.
Barrett makes his way around to third base. Barrett Hebert.
Yeah, leave it to me.
We've had LSU, ULL, BRCC, Baton Rouge Community College, Nichols, well represented, Arizona State, Tulane.
LSUE, LSUS.
That one right down the middle. Louisiana Tech, ULM. Let's see some of the other schools that are here. Panola Community College, Hines Community College, and Delgado, Meridian, to name some of the others.
You just doing in-state or?
No, we did all of them. That one ground there by Briard. Score the run. We'll see if they actually put the run on the board, and they do. Make it 9-4. In comes.
And you have that National Park University up there in Hot Springs.
Yes. From the state champion Tigers of West Monroe, Caleb Little. Again, they trailed 6-0 after the first inning to Sanamo and come back and won that one 9-6.
Said he went around on that one, called it straight.
Nothing in one, the count, 2 down, 1 run in, bottom of the ninth. This is 9-4, and that one smashed in front of the plate, nothing in 2. And Hess a strike away from ending this thing. Again, this is game 1 of the All-Star Weekend. Had the home run derby a little bit earlier. That was fun. Wish the wind would have been blowing out rather than in.
Yes.
Would have made things a little more interesting.
That would have. That really would have.
Good curveball, but staying back on that. Guys in the dugout for the East ducking and getting out of the way. Come on now. Ball goes off the front of the fence, and they're ducking, covering. You're meeting a lot of good friends, and that's any time we've done an all-star game, Chuck, they just tell you the camaraderie that these guys have. They've played against each other, swung on and missed, and that's going to do it for tonight's contest. Big round of applause as Hess gets the strikeout of Little. He goes back to the dugout, but Little and his West team, who was the home team in this one, they will win it 9-4. Officially count that run. They'll swap uniform tops tomorrow, and the West will be the visitors. East will be the home. We expect we'll see Tioga's Hayden Toll somewhere in there. And the guys that played 4 innings will come back and play 5. Those that played 5 will come back and play 4. Yeah, that's you see the team shaking hands out there. That's going to wrap things up. Chuck, we'll be back on the air at 12:45 tomorrow. Had a great one out there. Probably going to be a little warmer on us tomorrow, but we'll be here.
Anticipated a lot more heat, maybe be slathered up with a little bit of sun balm. And have some kind of a little sombrero hat on, I believe.
Might be in the press box, too. You never know.
This is true.
That's going to wrap things up for us. Legacy Stadium, Billy Allgood Field. Those of you that watch this live, that's going to wrap it up. Those of you that have went back and watched this one,
thank you.
We appreciate you doing that. You still can leave comments and things over there, but we'll do it all again tomorrow. That's going to wrap it up. Your 446 Sports presentation of the Louisiana Baseball Coaches Association All-Star Game is in the books, Game 1. God bless you all, and good night. We'll see you tomorrow.